What's going on, everybody? My name is Tuck. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War video. Today we are going to be talking about the league play classes you should be using, the meta classes, the classes I use, the classes most of the amateurs and pro players also use. Give or take a few attachments, a few perks. I will take you through the classes I use and why I think you should use them. So, before we start the actual part of the video, I'm going to ask you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, share the video with your friends if they're also struggling with this. Subscribe if you're new, hit that bell notification because I do post daily and most of my videos are Call of Duty related. Call of Duty esports as well. If you're into that, please check me out. Please stick around. I would appreciate it very much. We are trying to grind out YouTube partnership this year. We right now are about roughly a fourth of the way there. So if you guys want to do any extra support, that would be much appreciated. 2 thumbs up for me if you give me 1 thumbs up in return. However, now let's hop into the actual video. We're going to start at the main menu. From the main menu, obviously, we're going to click League Play. I know, mind-blowing. That's going to take us to this menu. That's going to tell us Express is here. Not what this video is about, so we're going to just exit out of that. First things first, why should you guys trust me? If you look here, my ladder, I'm second in my position. Look at that competitor rank. You can trust me. I am the second best competitive player, competitor level player in my ladder. Let's see, how far low am I? Only like 2 matches. That's fine. I'll play that later. On stream, by the way, which if you haven't noticed, twitch.tv/whythetalk, that probably just popped up on screen. Click that. Give me a follow there. I try not to stream every day, but I've actually been having a little bit more fun playing League Play. Now that I have something to play, I actually do stream a bit more. Otherwise, my guaranteed stream days are Friday through Monday at 6 p.m. EST. Top left, you have weapons. Create a class. Now, I only have really 3 classes. Technically, it's 6 classes, but I only use 3 guns and then give or take whatever perks I need. So we're going to start from the top and work our way down. My first class is my Krig 6 class. What do we have on my Krig 6? Obviously, we're going to start off with the gun itself, the Krig 6. In my attachments, I use the Millstop Reflex reticle. On my muzzle, I use the Infantry Compensator. On the barrel, I prefer the Ranger over the Takedown. I just feel like my bullets hitting quicker, making it more of a hit scan-like feel is better than the extra, like, extended damage range, but if you want to use the Takedown, by all means use the Takedown. I just prefer the Ranger, as do most of the other players. For body, I use the Steady Aim Laser. I'm not sure why this is still in the game, but as long as it's in the game, I'm going to use the Steady Aim Laser, because if I'm not using it, it's just an obvious disadvantage. For the underbarrel, I'm going to use the Field Agent Grip. You could also use the Speed Grip if you want to use this in S&D or off the break and hardpoint. You could get messed up timings, you could mess up the enemy team's timings, and beat them to a position and then catch them off guard. But I don't choose to do that with my Krig. I like to be more of a stationary turret style player with my Krig. So I'm going to use the Field Agent Grip there. For magazines, the default preset class I think uses the 40 round mag. I use the jungle mag. It's just like I said, I'm more of a stationary player, but I also am more aggressive with my gunfights, so I'm like really challenging a lot of gunfights, so I use the jungle style mag opposed to the 40 round mag. Entirely up to you, personal preference, as most of these are. The only guarantees are the last 2, the handle, the airborne elastic wrap. This allows you to drop shot, and it takes away 90% of your flinch. So whenever you get shot and your character flinches from getting shot, this mitigates 90% of that. Necessary to win more gunfights, necessary to drop shot. And then for the stock, the Raider stock. What does this do? This is going to really come into play when it counteracts the laser sight we were talking about earlier, because the laser sight gives you hip fire accuracy. This one takes away 30% of that, basically nullifying the effect of the laser sight. But what does this do? It gives you a quicker sprint out time, so whenever you're sprinting to going to shoot, it'll make that quicker. And then aiming walking speed, it ups your strafe speed by 40%, and ARs in this game are basically walking with cement shoes and molasses. This is one of the slowest, if not the slowest, fact check me in the comments, slowest strafe speed whenever you're an AR going side to side ADSing games I think Call of Duty has had in a long time. So if you're a Krig player, you're more of your typical AR player. You're going to be holding down long lines of sight, you're going to be rotating early, you're going to be anchoring. It's just a very low recoil, high damage weapon that I personally prefer. It's my favorite gun to use out of any of the ones I'm going to show you today. Then for the perks, Flashbang Semtex Trophy System on all the classes, Ninja on all the classes, Scavenger probably on all the classes. You have to have Gunfighter for the 8 attachments on this and the M4. And then this is where the only real variation between my classes too, because like I said, I have 6 classes, but I only use 3 guns. I have the flak jacket class to get rid of the grenade damage, and then I have attack mask class for stuns. That is like the only major difference between my 2 classes. I have one for grenades, and then I have one for stuns and flashbangs, which is going to be the exact same thing for my M4. Everything is going to be the same from the down, from the pistol down. I use the Diamante in all the classes too, just because I follow GAs to a certain extent. Which, gentlemen's agreements, if you're not aware of what those are, check the top right corner. That'll link you to a podcast highlight where I talk about a lot of Call of Duty competitive stuff. Which, by the way, stick around if you like podcasts. Torching Time podcast available on YouTube and every audio platform except for Apple Podcasts because they don't like me. But if that's your thing, we do them bi-weekly, and then I upload my highlights throughout the 2 weeks periodically. But like I said, everything from the pistol down is going to be the same on my Krig and my M4 class. Flashbang, Semtex Trophy, Flak or Tac, depending on what class I'm using, Scavenger, Ninja, Gunfighter. The thing that's going to change, we're going to go back up to the M4. The M4 is obviously the gun once again. The optic, I lied. Micro Reflex is the optic you should use with the M4. It's better. It doesn't bounce as much as the Millstop, because the Millstop gives you like 0.3 more zoom, and I don't know why that is, but that is a thing. So if you use the Microflex, it's a little bit less bouncy when you're shooting. The muzzle, once again, I use the infantry compensator. The barrel, I also use the Ranger. Same thing with the takedown, but the M4 is more of an intermediate style weapon, like the Maddox from BO4. It's that middle ground between the SMG and then the actual like main true AR. So you can be more aggressive with an M4. So I personally like the more hit scanny type barrel once again, which hit scan, if you're not familiar, this game is projectile based. So whenever you shoot, there's a little bit of a travel time between when you shoot and when the bullet hits your target. If you're using a hit scan style game like Counter-Strike, wherever you point and shoot, it instantly hits that point. So anything you can do to lessen the travel time from your gun to your target, I think is best in this game. So that's why I personally like the Ranger barrels. Same thing with the body. Steady aim laser is the only option here, and until they get rid of it, I'm using it. Underbarrel, this is where I might recommend using the speed grip more, because I said this is more of an aggressive style weapon, intermediate style hybrid weapon. You could very easily use the speed grip and not really do anything bad with it. I still just prefer the field agent grip based on my playstyle. Magazine, same thing. It gives you the 40 round mag by default in the preset class, I think. I still just prefer the jungle style. Handle, same thing. Airborne elastic wrap, mitigates flinch, drop shots. You know the drill. And then for the stock, the Raider pad does the exact same thing as it does on the Krig as well. Sprint to fire time is up. Strafe speed is up, and then the hip fire is down once again. And then we're going to move to my third and final class. This is my AK-74U class. The biggest true difference between this and my AR classes is that the AK-74U is my true aggressive class. Whenever I'm using a 74, I am sprinting at gunfights and face smashing every engagement. So the perks are different. We're using Perk Greed, Flak and Tac on this class, so you're immune to everything, tactical and lethal wise. Scavenger and Gearhead, because you can get more trophies and stuff. And then Gung Ho and Ninja. I think the only reason I have Gung Ho on is because the other perk is like actually worthless. I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to look at it. But Flashbang, Semtex Trophy the same, Diamante the same. AK-74U, what do I have on here? No optic. I'm using the 5.45 muzzle brake. It gets to the the vertical recoil in control. The barrel, I like the 9.3 VDV reinforced. What does that do? Effective bullet range, bullet velocity, again, hit scan, and then it actually gives you a little bit of a boost on your damage range. Only downsides are strafe speed and walking movement speed, or sprinting movement speed, but whatever. That is counteracted by the Spetsnaz speed grip. That's up 10% on the horizontal recoil control and the sprinting movement speed. So this makes you run faster. The handle, GRU elastic wrap. This is the same thing as the airborne elastic wrap. It just lets you drop shot and it mitigates flinch necessary. And then for stock, the KGB skeletal stock, plus 30% sprint to fire speed. So from a sprint to shooting, that's faster. And then your strafe speed is back up 10% from whatever you lost. The only downside, hip fire accuracy, but if you're hip firing trying to get kills, it's probably not a great idea to begin with for this game. But those are my league play classes. I don't have a sniper class. If you guys want a sniper class video, I could very easily make another one about the snipers, but I just, like I said, I choose not to use GAs with the exception of, like, I think the laser sights are the only thing I'm using that are technically not gentlemen's agreed not to be used, but Outside of that, I try not to use smokes because those are absolutely broken. I try not to use snipers because those are cheesy and competitive. And then I try not to use any of the other guns because there's no real point to using the other guns because these guns are meta for a reason. The AK-74U is the best SMG, the Krig is the best AR, and then the M4 is the best intermediate hybrid type weapon. The only other gun I might recommend using in some circumstances is like the MP5, and that's like very rare. Like if you're sprinting into the B site on Checkmate for S&D and you get control of the bomb site, or like the vents on Garrison are the only two times I might think the MP5 might be better than the AK-74, but that's super rare in like a one-off time strat. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, share the video, like the video, comment on the video telling me about your classes. If you have different opinions, I'd love to hear them. I check all the comments, I read all the comments, I upload daily, subscribe, stick around for more. And then until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.